7 ways to stay consistent, even when you are not motivated. Hi, most people fail not because they don't have talent, but because they cannot stay consistent. They start strong, posting content, working out, building a business, but then the excitement fades, motivation disappears, and so do the results. Can you see yourself in these words? Because I used to struggle with that too. I'm Vlad Sapozhnykov, a marketer and a founder of the international marketing agency at Linux. In this video, I'm going to share 7 powerful strategies I actually use so you can stay consistent, build real progress, and stop relying on short bursts of willpower. And let's start from the first way to stay consistent, and it's to use the 2-minute rule. What does it mean? The idea is to take whatever habit you are trying to build and break it down into the smallest possible version, something you can do in 2 minutes or less. So instead of saying I am going to run 5 kilometers every morning, just say I'll put on my running shoes and walk outside for 2 minutes. That's it, just 2 minutes. It's very easy and not exhausting at all. Starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, it becomes easier to keep going. And most of the time, you'll find yourself thinking, well, I'm already here, I might as well keep going. It's not about doing a lot, just about starting. Another example, let's say you are trying to create content for your brand, but you keep avoiding it because it feels like a big task. Instead of saying, I need to write a full LinkedIn post, say I'll just open my notes and write 1 sentence. Often, that 1 sentence turns into a full post. But even if it doesn't, you still made progress. That's how consistency is built. Not with big moves, but with simple actions that move you forward every day. Second, schedule your time. Treat your goals like appointments and schedule time in your calendar. The second way is to stay consistent is to schedule time. You need to treat your goals like appointments and write them down in your calendar on the everyday basics. And most people stop sticking with their goals because they hope they will find time rather than making the time. But here is the truth. If something matters to you, it needs to live in your calendar, not in your head, not in your to-do list, in your actual schedule. Research shows that people who schedule their habits are far more likely to follow through. Why? Because it makes things clear. You are not asking, should I do this today? You already decided when. That helps you stick to it, even when you don't feel like it. Imagine you are trying to get in shape. You keep telling yourself, I'm going to the gym when I find time. But the day gets busy, you get many emails, and by the evening you are too tired. It just doesn't happen. But then you booked 7 a.m. in your calendar every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. You treat it like an important meeting with no distractions, just working on your goal. For example, I consistently do from 15 till 40 minutes meditation every day, which keeps me on track and consistent. It was not that easy to establish a habit because there are many other daily tasks to do, but I understand that I really need it for my health and my body. So I schedule it in my calendar and have no options to miss it. The third way is to make your goal non-negotiable. Some things in life just are automatic. You don't argue with yourself about brushing your teeth, right? You just do it because it's non-negotiable. It's part of who you are. That's exactly how you need to thread your goals if you want to stay consistent. Think about it like this. If you had a flight, you wouldn't sleep and say, I'll go when I feel like it. You would get up, no matter how tired you are, because it's booked. That's how non-negotiables work. You do them, no matter what mood you are in. To make your goal truly non-negotiable, start by scheduling it into your day like an important appointment, one you cannot miss or reschedule. Set reminders and prepare everything you need in advance to remove any excuses. For example, for me, it helps to tell someone I trust about my commitment. Accountability makes it harder to skip. Remember, it's not about waiting for motivation to strike. It's about building a habit of showing up every day no matter how you feel. Over time, this consistency becomes part of your identity and pushes you close to your goal. Do you want to get access to even more helpful videos that will bring you more effectiveness? Like this video, write comments and subscribe to my channel. The first way to stay consistent is to track progress and celebrate small wins. You cannot improve what you don't measure. Tracking your progress isn't just about checking boxes, it's about seeing how far you have come and helping you keep going. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't expect it to grow overnight, but when you water it daily and watch those teeny sprouts turn into branches, it keeps you motivated to continue. I have my own habit tracker where I log daily wins no matter how small they are. Maybe I finished a research report, made a client call, or even just read a helpful article for my personal development. Each small win adds to your progress, and when you look back, you see a clearer path of improvement, not just empty days. Celebrating small wins isn't about big parties. It's just about noticing your effort and keeping the habit going. It's the fuel that keeps your engine running, even on days when motivation is low. Some days you just don't have the energy to do everything you planned, and that's completely normal. The key is to lower the bar so much that it feels easy to do something instead of nothing. Think about when you have a long list of emails to respond to but feel tired. Instead of dealing with the whole inbox, you tell yourself, I'll just reply to one email. That small action keeps you moving forward and reminds your brain, I'm still someone who gets things done. So when you feel exhausted, pick the smallest possible task and do just that. Set a timer for 5 minutes and focus on that one step. Once you start, you will often find it easier to keep going. 6.1. Attach it to an identity. Consistency isn't just about what you do, it's about who you believe you are. Don't just try to do the habit. Become the kind of person who naturally does it. Think like this. Instead of saying, I want to write reports every week, say, I'm a researcher who uncovers real insights. That shift changes everything because your actions start aligning with your identity, not just a checklist. In my agency, we don't just do market research for clients, we are market researchers. This identity drives everything from the questions we ask to how we analyze data. It makes it easier to stay consistent because it becomes something natural. It's part of who we are. To build this identity, create a simple statement that defines you in relation on your goal. Write it down and remind yourself daily. For example, I am a marketer who seeks truth in data, or I'm someone who always shows up for my growth. This mindset acts like a compass guiding your daily actions, especially when motivation fades. And the last one is surround yourself with people who have similar goals. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It's true, and it's powerful. When you surround yourself with people who share your goals, you create an environment that fuels your consistency. Think of it like being in a band. If everyone's playing the same tune, it's easier to stay in the rhythm. But if you are only one practicing, it's tough to keep up a bit. In my experience running a marketing agency, the best ideas and motivation come from the teams who push each other forward. When you are around driven people, the energy becomes catching. They celebrate your wins and support you when you are struggling. So find your tribe. It's not just support, it's about strategic advantage for your consistency. And if you have a goal to launch a startup, we can be a part of your environment. As at Lunix, we conduct in-depth market research that gives you clear data-driven answers to critical questions. Validate your idea, analyze competitors and target audience. Choose demanded markets and marketing channels for your growth. Instead of guessing and wasting time, you will get a reliable report based on real insights to help you find product market fit and raise investments with confidence. Click the link to our website at linux.com and book your market research today. Let's take your idea from vision to validation. Consistency isn't easy. I have been there, you are, full of ideas and energy, only to lose stream along the way. But over the years running my agency and helping clients grow, I've learned that real success doesn't come from short periods of motivation. It comes from small steps taken day after day, even when you don't feel like it. These 7 methods aren't just ideas. They are daily practices I follow myself and share with others, because consistency builds trust and leads to real, lasting results. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about showing up again and again and trusting the process. And if you want to know more about psychological triggers of buying, watch my previous video on the channel, 7 psychological triggers that make people buy, which will appear in the center of the screen. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.